At night on a Friday, Jennifer is still at office, about to get on a plane soon, to go to New York, to meet up with her ex-fiancé for Valentine's Day. She grabs some candy and leaves. A man named Guy also is ready to leave the workplace. They both wait for the elevator. She goes in the 49th floor, and he at 42nd. Guy talks to Jennifer, but she isn't really interested. He shows her the wall and, out of nowhere, the elevator just stops. He tries the alarm button but no button on the elevator works, but the lights are still on. He tries opening the door but to no avail. They wave to the security camera, but nothing happens. Now, their phones do not have any cell service present. Jennifer starts to panic, because of not wanting to miss the flight to New York, to see her ex. And thinks about where the building security is at. They yell for any help, and also thump on the elevator door for several minutes, but no one is there or hears them. Guy states that there might be a way to escape, and later she gets on his shoulders. They look through at the ceiling, but Jennifer just hurts her hand while thumping on the ceiling there. Due to that, she gets down his shoulders. After a full hour goes by, Jennifer has a realization that her flight will be missed, to go to meet her ex-fiancé in New York. Guy tries to calm the atmosphere down, and joke. But Jennifer is just angry and mad. Later, they both give introductions about them. Then he attempts to give Jennifer his water, since she doesn't have any. But both joke around, to open the bottle of wine that Guy had. Later, the wine option gets dropped, since she states she will just take the water. They don't have any food in the elevator, but she gives some of her candy that she had grabbed from the office. Jennifer also gives a suggestion, to carefully use the water and candy. Since they don't know how long, they will be stuck in there. Hours later, Jennifer badly needs to go to the bathroom, and just tries to hold it. But he tells her to pee in the corner of the elevator, and over the coat of his. Jennifer declines, then he gives a suggestion to her, to do it in empty bottle. She makes him close his eyes, and to cover his ears. Then she pees, and Guy starts to sing for privacy reasons. Later on, Jennifer now adds to the wall, where the drawing is on the elevator. Then, both of them play a game. They talk about their personal life. He states that he's obsessed with his work, so no one will keep an eye out for him, she says. Jennifer also tells Guy about her going to someone in New York, who maybe does not even like her. Guy says time to drink the wine and gives her the bottle. They drink, and cheers for still being alive. They try to make the time go faster, by drawing one another. He gives a confession, that he saw her before, but didn't tell her to make her not be comfortable. Guy is shocked, because Jennifer just ignores and laughs about it. After completing the drawings, they show each other. Jennifer states she is sorry for her drawing, and takes a picture on her cell phone of the drawing Guy made, and states that she will make her profile picture that, once out. Then they talk about food. Both of them are starving a lot. She tells him to change the subject. Then Jennifer records, asking Guy what the crazy place is, where he has done the thing with a woman. But he is a little shy, so she says first, about college boyfriend and how they made love in a library. When it's turn, he doesn't really want to share, since it is not that interesting. She tells him to just make it up then. He makes up talk about a beautiful woman, who wants to hook up, during a work picnic and them being drunk and while driving, on how the woman took his clothes off. Then he tells her that he got turned on, and needs to stop and says sorry. He then goes to her slowly, and gives her an intense and heartfelt kiss. He undresses her, then they make love hard, and bang, still being in the elevator. After this, he states that he can fall in love with her. She moves a distance, and says still wants to get back with her ex, and that being the reason why to go to New York, and give him a surprise. She states on how this was, and be kept casual only. Jennifer tells him about her relationship, but Guy states, he has a feeling of strong connection, and how her ex doesn't even deserve her. Now she has anger, due to having feelings for her ex. She tells him, how once out, they will go away to their lives separate, and not have contact. But despite this, he states they are meant to be. Then, he cries, and all of a sudden, switches up his tone. He discloses the truth about who he actually is, about how he is a security guard at the building, and his name actually being John. The man tells her that he saw her every single day in the building. He takes out his cell phone and shows her several photos he has of her, and even the video recording of her going in the elevator. Jennifer is now filled with fear, and states being angry when people just like him don't get noticed. John states that he knows her more than her ex, and how this whole night was planned. He takes out a key for the elevator. Jennifer is shocked on what he did, and what just happened, and states she will call police, and to have him arrested. He gets pissed, so much so that he grabs her. During the fight, Jennifer kicks her legs to escape from him, and by accident breaks the key. Then she uses her shoe to knock him out. Then, Jennifer gets scared thinking she just murdered him, so she goes a little closer to check him. Then all of a sudden, he got up, and now knocks her down. Both pass out now, still being inside the elevator trapped. Jennifer wakes up, to see John already up. She asks him on why did he do everything that he did. He states, he just wanted to have a chance with her, by themselves personally, away from the world. She tells John that he won't be scot-free, since someone will find and rescue them. He doesn't get scared. He discloses he took all the shifts for security guard from the other guards, for the weekend, and how they will come around Tuesday. Jennifer asks John, on what he will do now. He states he prefers to kill her, rather than go back to prison again. He makes an argument, that he never forced her for anything, but she says that he kidnapped her. He gets pissed off again. He opens the present bag that Jennifer got for her ex. He discovers a shirt and a box in the bag, and he puts on the shirt. The box had cigars and some tools alongside it. He lights one, and provokes her by, stating that she with these gifts, would have probably gotten back with her ex. Then he says he is sorry for scaring her and wants another chance, and she can take her time. Then, he talks about the resort ad, in the elevator, stating how they look happy together, and will take her one day to the same ad resort. He doesn't like how an elevator light doesn't work, so he proceeds to break it with her water bottle. He believes there is a possibility to get the panel off and get out from the elevator through there. He opens it by breaking it. He asks Jennifer to give him a boost to go up, and states he will come back for her. She states it's just easier if she goes up. He states that she will come back with the cops. But, she somehow convinces him to get her up. She gets on his shoulders and he tells her now, where the ladder and the door is. Before leaving to the ladder, Jennifer turns her back and flips him off. He gets angry. She starts to climb the ladder, but he finds a way to get out, using clothing. She is going towards the door. As he goes closer, he gives a warning to run because he will kill her. She gets more closer to the door, then yells for help. All of a sudden, he grabs her and they both fall down hard, back into the elevator, passing out. Jennifer is awake before John. And she thinks of an idea, seeing a fire sprinkler. Now she tries to make the fire alarms go off in the building, by lighting a cigar but fails. Then she makes a short fire using the file paperwork, and the elevator now fills up with smoke. John wakes up, but gets his nose broken, by Jennifer kicking him in the face hard. Then, she uses clothing to have control over him. Jennifer now gives a warning, to hurt him, and tells him to disclose everything that he had did, and turns her cell phone camera on. He says his name being John Deakins, and discloses trapping her, even doing the drawing on the wall, and how he kidnapped her, and hit her. Jennifer asks him why he did this plan, and he says that just for a date. Then, he states how he was an accountant who worked for a big corporation, and how the story he made up was actually true, but it ended way differently, as he missed an exit and the car went into a deep and steep side, and the car flipping 7 times, until stopped by a tree, and how the girl died, due to the accident. And how stayed in jail for 6 months only, because he had resources available to bail himself, and how once out, the only job he could get was for being a security guard, but she still doesn't understand why she was chosen, and he states that it's because she's good. It's now Monday and they are still there. One of the guards, Eddie, takes his new girlfriend to the building, to give her a look of the roof. When they walk in, he searches for John and doesn't spot him, so he goes to check the security cameras. Eddie sees both John and Jennifer are trapped in an elevator. Using the mic, they both wake up. Jennifer begs for help to get out, and Eddie's girlfriend falls asleep on the couch. Eddie states he is coming to help. Eddie arrives outside the elevator and uses a crowbar. When Eddie looks away, suddenly John knocks Jennifer out. He tells Eddie that he is in there, and Eddie gives him the keys. John states keys don't work. Then Eddie says he will come up to help them. Getting stuck between the elevator, he sees what has happened. John then turns on elevator, and in result cuts Eddie. John knocks Jennifer out again, and takes her to the car and places her in the car trunk. Then he goes back in the building, for Eddie's body. Then he cleans himself, puts on a uniform. In the building, he deletes all of the videos present from the security cameras. Eddie's girlfriend wakes up now, and sees that she can be a witness, so John kills her also. He goes to the car and takes Jennifer to some place far away, to get rid of her forever. There he puts some gasoline into a dumpster, and opens the car trunk. Jennifer acts to be not alive. John is throwing her things in the dumpster. Behind him, all of a sudden, hits him in the face, and goes in the car, and starts to drive. She sees a lit cigar, and switches her mind. Now Jennifer backs the car and collides into a John, who is fearful. She gets out, and sees him inside the dumpster. Then she lights the cigar and puts the dumpster on fire. By lighting it, Ending the chapter of John. In conclusion, obsession can make a person go crazy and do unimaginable things due to the urges in one's thinking, but doing so, the person must face the consequences, and now John has died, and Jennifer will live on to her life.